So I can do or no? Yeah. So hello everyone, hello YouTube, welcome to TALK Immersion. This space is for you to experience the language without corrections, pauses, or judgments, just like experience the language abroad. I'm not a teacher and I'm here a student to learn about the topic of this immersion. I have prepared this topic to learn new words and expand my vocabulary. Guys, I'm Josiane. I'm stay here with Brizola, Jefferson, Bel, Juliano, and Joaquim. Today, we are going to talk about the impact of personal choice in life directions. Let's talk about this is an important topic because it helps us reflect on how your decision shapes who we become and the opportunities we create. Guys, the questions are on the platform. Did everyone have access to them? Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So today we start, and to begin, I would like Juliana, introduce yourself, please.
Of course. Um, Good afternoon, guys. My name is Julian. I'm 22 years old. I am a science and technology student, and I have been studying English for over than 1 year. And what else? In my free time, I really like to play games. I think usually I am playing a lot, but I am not. Uh, Actually, I am reading a lot and not playing. I think. I stopped to play a little bit, but I spend a lot of time reading manhwas, studying, and that's it. I think in my free time I am studying.
Okay, Juliana. And you, Brizola, introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, hello guys, hello YouTube, good afternoon. I am Lucas Brizola, but I come Brizola. I am 29 years old and I'm from Sorocaba, is a countryside São Paulo, Brazil. I am single, without kids. In my free time, I really like watch movies in the series, listen to music. I'm considered eclectic person. What else? I really like dance and I read the books. I'm working recruitment and selection for over 10 years with a focus on technology. What else? I am passionate about the cooking, especially creating new dessert recipes. And I started studying English at TALKNTALK in February of this year. And every day I'm moving close to my main goal, becoming fluent and more confident English. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Jos. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Thank you, Brizola. And you, Jefferson.
Good afternoon again. I'm Jefferson. I live in Goiânia, Goiás. I'm economist, professor of Catholic University of Goiás. In free time, I like to play soccer, to play canastra, to hang out with my friends, and thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you, Jefferson. And you, Joaquim. You are mute, Joaquim.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Joaquim Maia. I am from Portugal, 79 years old, retired, with a son, a daughter, and three grandsons. In my free time as a retired, I have some free time during my day. Then I like to walk in the morning when the weather is good. After breakfast, my wife and I, we have the habit to go outside for a walk. In the other days, I like also to go to the gym. In the morning, normally I start the day also reading or watching in TV the news of the day. Other hobby that I like is I like to travel. I more or less every year I make travel here in Portugal or abroad, and I would say it's because I am here more or less every day in Talk and Talk to practice the French and English language, because when I go abroad is useful, is very useful if you know to speak essentially the English. It's very useful because for my professional career I don't need to learn English, but when I travel it's very useful. And it's because I am here in Talk since August 2021, in that nice platform where we can to practice the English and French very well. Thank you.
Very good, Joaquin. Thank you. And you, Belle, introduce yourself, please.
Yes. So guys, I'm Belle. I live in Salvador, Bahia, but I'm from Fortaleza, Ceará, and I live here about 10 years. And in my free time, I'd like to cook or spend time with my dogs. Sometimes I ride a bike here. I work like a air traffic controller, and in my free time, I'd like to have a good conversation with good topics. Like that's the conversation. And I think is that.
Okay, Belle, thank you. Guys, about me, I'm Josiane, I'm 35 years old. I'm living in Minas Gerais. I am a physical education teacher. I am also a PhD student in some field in physical education. And in my free time, I like exercise. For example, I like read a bike. I like play volleyball with my friends. I like feel walking in street, so I walk too. And I like read the books outside of my area of studies. And I think that's it, guys. I am this. So, guys, for start this immersion, in my opinion, this topic is a reflexive topic, and it's a good conversation with you. Guys, about first question, how have the choice you made in your early adult influenced the person you are today? You, Joaquim?
Well, about me, I think the choice that I made in my adulthood influence a lot the person that I am today, because in my adult age, I chose to go to make my military service in Navy, because it was one thing that I always like is to make my service military in Navy. During my military service, I have the opportunity to study, because as a child I don't have the opportunity to study, because after ending my primary school, I start working immediately. And during my military service in Navy, I got one course in electronic systems. I finished one course in electronic, and when I finished my military service in Navy, because of that course, I have the opportunity. I have the opportunity to reach one job in one good enterprise. And for me, it was very important during all my life, because I achieve one profession, one career that I liked a lot. And I think all my chose, what's the things that I chose in the beginning of my life, there was one big influence in all my life.
Yeah, Joaquin, I agree with you. I think your choice influenced a lot your life. And I think too, in some moments we think, oh my God, how I decide for this. So I think too, you have a different maturities along the life. So it's very important too. A nossa maturidade, né, vai mudando ao longo da vida.
Yes, I spent many etaps in during my childhood and during my adult age, and I need to make many options, but fortunately, I think I always chose the better options for me.
Yeah, good, Joaquim. And you, Jefferson?
Sorry, I have a lot of things to do. And about my choice that I made, I think all of them shaped my core values, my discipline, and long-term goals. I used to have everything with planning. I planned everything. For example, give an example about my education. You told about that you're doing PhD. I did my master degree, PhD, just to think about my career because all my life I think to be a good professor, and I chose this kind of thing to study a lot,
Yeah.
undergraduate, master, and PhD. And about what else? About more influence the person today. I think it's very important to think about mistakes in your life because you have a lot of mistakes, you committed mistakes. This is essential for you to correct it when you become maturity, and about your self-knowledge too. And this is very good because I learned a lot with my mistakes, and I think I'm a better guy now.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think this mistake is part of process in your life. Thank you, Jefferson. And you, Belle?
Yeah, I totally agree with all guys, and I think the main point for me is about the study. Yeah, so when I choose to study something, I change my reality, and I think that's influenced my person today. And I think with that, it's about profession or study, and I think it's not just one choice. there are a lot of choice in the process of the life, and today I'm a part of that. It's a part of every choice that I made in the past. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, okay, well. And you, Brizola?
I agree with you all, guys. For me, the same. I think for me, the choice helped shape who I am today, because some decisions here difficult, but they taught me responsibility and the self-confidence. I learned that every choice has consequences, and even mistakes help me grow. For example, when I decided to change my career path while I was still underage, and I didn't have much support from others, especially my family, I faced moments of doubt and uncertainty, but they pushed me to become stronger and more independent. Those experiences helped me understand what truly matters to me, both personally and professionally. Today, I try to make a choice with more awareness, using what I learned from the past to bind a better future. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with yours. And your choice influenced in your person, who I am, for example, and your responsibility, independence, resilience, and your decisions too. I agree with you. And you, Juliana?
I was thinking here about this question, and to be honest, I am at the beginning of my adult life, I mean, adulthood, and I was thinking about an important decision that I took in my life, and was getting the college and choose the correct course, because this is very important to me and to everybody. Because when you choose a course, you need to know that you're going to work with that for a long time, probably for the rest of your life. Sometimes not. I know that can change. But sometimes you need try choose the correct path, but you don't know if that path is the correct, if that course is the correct. So something that I have learned is sometimes you don't know if you are doing something right. Sometimes you don't know if you are choosing the correct path, but you choose to believe. I think because there are a lot of paths, and maybe all the paths are truly right, but you need to choose one and believe that that path is the correct choice.
Yeah, you have 22 years, Juliana.
22 years.
22, yeah. You have very early, young, you very young. And I agree with you said, and I think too, your made a choice is, if you imagine, is the better for us. And
Yeah.
I think anything choose a bad way, for example. We take a mistake, so a gente erra tentando acertar em nossas decisões, né? And is this, guys? Very good, the question. The next question is very interesting too. The question 2. Can a single decision truly change the entire course of someone's life? Why or why not? You, Bel.
Yes, let me put here the question.
Yeah.
Can you read, please? Because my
Yeah,
connection
question number
got
2.
up to date.
Can a single decision truly change the entire course of someone's life? Why or why not?
It's hard, that question. I think I thought about that but the good point is because I don't know about the other choice in my life. I just know about my choice in that moment. But I think every choice we need to do to make in our life, it's important, and we need to consider our knowledge in the moment, yeah, and all the information you have, and we need to analyze the purpose of the the, the, the purpose of the choice, and because of that, I think we have the it's possible to do a mistake. It's a part of the process, like we mentioned before. So if you have a bad choice in the moment, it's okay. You need to learn with that and analyze again the situation and try to learn with that. I think it's the concept of the lifelong learning. You need to learn it all the time and change and try to improve our decisions in your life. But the good point, I don't know about my life, it made choice in the past. Yeah, I just know about the moment, about the choice that I made. I don't know if it's possible, guys, but really, I think about that all the time, the past, and nowadays I just bring my mind about that concept, the lifelong learning. It's necessary to do a mistake, to learning, and it's necessary to embrace that.
Yeah, it's a good point you said because we don't know your choice today influence the future, for example. No, it's very good, Belle. And you, Jefferson.
I'm looking for the audio here. Yeah, the answer is yes again. In my case, special decisions involved education, relationships, and other things. I used to say this in the past. I remember when I was a little guy and I used to play soccer all the time with my friends. And when I completed 12 or 13, yes, 12 years old, my father asked for my friends, what about Jefferson? Do you think Jefferson can be a Pelé or Neymar? Not Neymar that time, but something like Pelé, a very good soccer. And the guys used to say, no, no, he's not a good soccer. And that time I decided to study. I study as I answer. I study a lot. I just stop play soccer, but study, study, study. And I just when I finished my undergraduate, I came back to play soccer again. And all of this I remember my father telling me, you need to focus in something that is very special, very important for your entire life. And that's what I did. I study, and I can never more stop it. Even Joaquin retired, I don't know, but I think we need, when I will retire, I think I need to study more and more. That's it.
Yeah, so the soccer it's in your life today is a hobby.
Yeah, I'm not a good player.
Very
With my
good.
age, it's impossible to be a good player or a good soccer, but in the past, so good.
The
Maybe it's
soccer don't without your life. Não saiu da sua vida.
yeah, I think never.
Yeah, good, Jefferson, thank you. And you, Joaquim? See, Joaquim, I think your microphone ele tá ligado, mas não estamos te ouvindo. No, I don't listen you.
For me, é the same, Joaquim.
No yet. So, guys, I continue e enquanto o Joaquim vai arrumar o microfone, eu vou continuar. And you, Juliano, about the question number 2.
Mhm. About the question number 2, I think, yeah, but it depends a lot. I think we never know about, because sometimes a little decision can really, you know, change everything, but sometimes not. We are not sure about, but because it's impossible to control everything, but some decision like I changed my course, I changed my career, something like that. I think it's very pre- it's very easy to see that something is gonna change, But when it's a little step, a little decision, it's hard to see, this change. But that's the reason I talk that it's a little hard to know everything,
Yes, yes. Sometimes the path is very hard because you are far, you are indecision about the situation. It's very hard. I agree with you, Juliana. Thank you. And you, Brizola?
Question so hard. Oh my God, to
So
describe.
hard.
Oh God. Yes, I think yes. In my perspective, I think some choices open new opportunities while others close certain paths. One decision can change here we life, the people we meet, or the career we follow. However, I think not every decision change everything at the once, sometimes change happens over time through a series of small choices. What matters most is how we learning from our decisions and how we adapted the result. Yeah. Oh, so hard to describe. Oh my God.
Yeah, this question is very hard. It's very reflexive question. And you, Joaquim, your mix,
It,
okay?
it's okay now.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay, I think a single or a bad decision in our life can change to all the entire course on our life. I think it's very important in the beginning of our life as when in our adult life. It's very important if you can to make right decision to find a job or to find other profession that we like, because I think it's very important in the beginning of our professional career, if you can to choose the really profession that we like. Sometimes it's not possible. It's not possible if you have not many choice to do. uh, Sometimes it's very difficult to choose the job that we like. But it's very important. It's very important in the beginning of our professional career, if you can, to choose the right profession, the right job that we like. For
Yeah.
example, I think Julian had already speak about this. For example, for the students, I think it's very important to choose the correct course, because many students they choose courses that they are not future in the life. Then it's because I think it's very important to choose the right course, the right job in the beginning of our life.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I believe, yes, about this question, especially when a decision involves something with a major impact. For example, move a new city, aiding or start a relationship, choose a career. I
Yeah.
think in this moment it's very important for change the course of your life.
Yeah, it's important because it was my case. It was my case because, as I said, when I finished my military service in Navy, I had many opportunities to choose jobs in many factories, in many enterprises, because in that time it is easy to find jobs in many factories, in many enterprises. Now it's more difficult. Now in this moment it's more difficult. Then many people they need to accept some jobs that they don't like. Then it's impossible to choose a good job. In my time, it was more easy, and then it's because I need to think a lot what was the better career for me. But I think I made the better choice.
Yeah, okay, Joaquin. Thank you. Guys, about the next question, how do you usually balance logic and emotion when making important personal decisions? Brizola, about you.
Oh my God, sometimes so hard for me because, as you know, I'm considered anxious person. No? But right now I think it's okay. When I make an important personal decision, I try to balance logical and emotion. I think about the fact, the possible results, and what makes sense in the long term. At the same time, I listen to my feelings because they often show what truly matters to me, you know. In the past, I sometimes made decision based only on emotion, like you said, because I'm considered anxious person, and the other time is only on logic. Both situation taught to me important listen. Now I usually time to reflect all the time, give myself space, and avoiding making decision in a rush. I think for me this balance helped me feel more calm, more confidence, more reflective, more analytics, and responsible and comfortable with the choice I make, you know?
Yeah, I think to think a lot before make decision is very important because I think when you're make a decision quickly, we have a big porcentagem de erro. Eu acho que a porcentagem de erro é maior. And I agree with you, Brizola. And you, Juliana?
Um, I am a anxious person as well, so this is very bad for me because sometimes when something happen, I try, make a decision so fast, and a lot of times it's not good. So something that I have been practicing is about try, take a time, think a lot, because I think when I take time to get to understand the situation, I can really uh, make a good decision the most of times, but when I just don't think the right way, I just make a decision so fast, I make something bad because I was anxious about, so this is not good. So I
Yeah,
really like to think.
I understand you. I understand because in sometimes the anxious it's a lot of present in your life. I understand you. And you, Bel?
Oh, it's hard because when we involve the emotion, it's hard to stop it, our reaction about the decision. Yeah, we just need to, we just want to resolve the problem or make the right decision. Yeah, and that's it can be a problem. But all the time I try to balance that, think about the purpose of the choice, and I try to think looking for the future. Yeah, like, oh, if I choose that, what happens to me? Yeah, and that's good for me or not. And I'm trying to do that. Think to do the projection. I think, yeah, in the future, what's the consequence about my decision? And I try with
Yeah.
that, and with that, I think I can make a better decision at the moment. I think of that.
Yes, I agree with you too. And you, Jefferson?
In my case, as the economist, I work all the time with figures, numbers, theories, and so on. This is very important for me to assess risk costs and feasibility all the time. All my decisions are logical. I use critical, as Lucas said, but it's very important to have some kind of emotion because emotion reveals personal meaning and motivation. So you have to balance all of this, and I try to do this. Sometimes I use more logical than emotion, and not so easy. Some
No.
specials with decisions with my wife, my daughters, sometimes with my friends. But as a professional, most of the time I use the logic. So the answer, I think the best way you have to, the best way you have good decisions usually is emerge from balance both logic and emotion to have
Yeah.
equilibrium, to have balance in your life about everything that you do. But it's not so easy for me.
Yeah, I can imagine. And your personal life, you use more emotion or more oh, I forgot the word. More
Logic, yeah.
logic or emotion decision.
Logic, all the time with balance, with good and bad, risk, costs, all the time.
Yeah,
Calculated everything, everything.
yeah.
Yeah,
In personal life is more difficult, so it's necessary to.
yeah.
Thank you, Jefferson. And you, Joaquim?
Well, about me, when I need to make one important personal decision, I think a lot about the problem. But normally I think it's better to uh, to make a decision for one logic decision, because when we act, when in emotion, sometimes it's not good, because if you are in one hit emotion, when we make one decision a hit, a can't, como nós costumamos dizer, sometimes it's not good. Then for me, if you need to make one personal decision, more or less, I use to balance for one logical way. I think it's better. Sometimes when we act within emotion, reaction, decision, sometimes the things it's not good, I think.
Yeah. So, guys, for me, one thing helping me I take my decision is I write the positive and negative points about the situation,
Yeah,
and I see and the how side is more topics.
yeah,
So it helped me I choose my decision in some situations. And in in my professional life, I totally agree with Jefferson. I was very planned. I was very organized in situation. So in my personal life, I think I was more emotion. No just emotion. So the emotional have tem peso um pouquinho também in my decision. It's very
yeah.
hard.
I think, for example, when we have one job, and for example, you think to change the job, some people don't think about the new job, and under one emotion, they change immediately the job, because they think it's a better job, and sometimes it's not true. Then I think it's very important, when we need to make important decisions in our life. It's very important to think good, well, before taking some decisions.
Yeah. Oh, guys, the time passed very quickly. We have a few time. So I like the conversation. I like this question. I like the listening your answer because it's very interesting. I like this topic, very reflexive and so don't difficult. It's it's okay. I like this topic. And so, Brizola, I want to hear from you. How was your experience with this immersion, with this topic?
Are really nice this topic in this conversation. This topic is about reflect your choice. It's hard to describe your choice, your decision. It's hard olhar para o seu pé. É mais fácil olhar para o pé do outro do que o seu pé. But it's good. It's good this topic because it's force your mind all the time. New word, new sentences. So nice. Thank you, Josie, for bringing this topic. I really like.
Thank you, Brizola. And you, Joaquim?
For me, the topic was interesting, not easy to speak about our choice, but it was very interesting to practice new vocabulary and to remember many things in the past that you have. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I like it a lot.
Thank you, Joaquim. And you, Bel?
Yeah, well, it was a great topic. It's very reflexive, and I think it's a good moment to talk about that, about choice, yeah, because we start again the new year, and I think it's important to be aware about the new choices. Yeah, was good.
Okay, Bel. Thank you. And you, Jefferson?
Brizola told something that I'm thinking until now. Difficult questions. And I used to think many people blame circumstance to avoid discomfort because it's not so easy to talk about a lot of things that you need to open your heart. But we did the best. We took responsibility, and now I feel more encouraged to talk about a lot of things. And thank you for having me.
Okay, Jefferson, thank you. Guys, thank you for participating in this immersion. My next immersion is next Monday, 4 p.m. The next week, I have immersion in Monday, 4 p.m. And oh my God. 1 minute. Deixa eu conferir qual dia. It's Thursday, Monday and Thursday, 4 p.m. A partir de next week. So I invite you and participate in this immersion. And I was very happy of this conversation. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jefferson. Thank you, Joaquim. Thank you, Brizola. Thank you, Bel, about this conversation. I really like this topic. And as Bel said, it's a good topic for start the year. And it's this, guys. Thank you. And the next week, the next
Bye
immersion.
bye.
Thank you,
Bye
guys.
bye,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.